Yes, I'm on the throne. So I'm going to take a quick shower. I'm going into my hot tub, my jacuzzi. And yes, the ape wife will be making me breakfast in the jacuzzi once again. Pancakes, apple pancakes, eggs with mozzarella. We're going to have some sausage. We're going to have some bacon. We're going to have some toast. We're going to have some orange juice. Better than IHOP, baby. So the Apefather will be starting his live stream very soon. Takes her about maybe a half an hour to cook. I'm just going to jump in the shower real quick. And I will be going live, okay, for entertainment, Lou talk, gay boy talk, GTII never reaching 100, Lou growing his beard all the way down. There was a guy, I'll tell you a funny story. I was in Maine once, me and my buddy John. Okay, now what happened? The story was the girl that, you lived in Maine, used to live in Brooklyn. And, they were, doing the wild thing. You understand? Okay. So when she moved out to Maine, she missed my friend Sausage. Okay, so my friend's like, look, man, we'll get some action. He goes, can you come out there for me? I'm like, I'm like, all right, because he didn't want to drive all the way to Maine from Brooklyn alone. So we drive out there. We were listening to that song. This is Have Mercy, babe. I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. Remember? Oh, that's a good song, man. And it goes a little something like this. Goddamn! I shouldn't say that because I'm a Catholic, but you remember? All the ladies in the house who got a real job and you don't need a man getting in your business, make some noise. Remember? And all the guys in the house who don't care about what those damn ladies are saying, make some noise. Well, we were listening to stuff like that the whole way, to Maine. But anyway, so we get to Maine, and the guy who opens up the house is the girl's father. His name was Cash, if you can believe it. That was his name, Cash. And he had a beard that went all the way from his right here, literally down to his, past his stomach, all the way down to, his knees. I kid you not. It was the longest beard I've ever, so much hair, So he lets us in. The whole family were insane, right? So this other guy walks in. I'm thinking naturally it's a relative. So he's like, Cash, like, yo, you guys gonna sit down and eat some dinner? You got some chow? That's what he called it, chow. You want some chow? And I'm like, I guess so. So we're eating, I don't know, I think he made ribs. We're eating ribs. And next thing I know, he starts passing marijuana across the table. He's like, take a hit. I'm like, what? Take a hit, I said. So I'm like, oh, well, take a hit. He puts on a porno. And I'm like a real hardcore one too. Not like no, I think it was like a girl, getting, ganged. You know what I'm talking about? Like, now listen to me. This is in front of his daughter. I kid you not. I kid you. I'm thinking to myself, this is crazy, man. Guy's watching a gangbang porno. Like the girl is like, daughter's sitting at the table next to John, and I'm thinking like, oh my God, this can't be real, right? So then this guy comes in. I'm thinking it's like an uncle. I'm like, I'm already shot, right? I'm thinking it's one of their relatives. He sits down. He's like introducing himself to everybody. He's like sticking out his head. So I stick out my hand, I shake his head, and all this gooey, nasty, disgusting stuff is all over my head, right? So I'm like, what the F is this, right? So the guy's like, I'm sorry, man, I need to take a shower. I need to take a shower in like a month. And I'm like, what the F is going on? So then the girl explained to me, my father is a good-hearted guy. He makes people who are homeless come in and live with him. So this was a complete stranger. They don't even know who this guy is. He literally just came in to eat and to sleep there for a month. And I shook his hand. So obviously I got up, washed my hands. I was even afraid to take a shower in this place. God only knows what goes on there. Okay, so we, whatever. Late at night now, John's in the room with the girl doing the, the wild thing. I hear the banging. I hear the walls. I'm like, he's getting it on. So now apparently this girl had a best friend. I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be left out of the fun. I didn't know Jennifer. Okay, this was before I knew Jennifer. But the thing is, the girl had, let's just say, a little bit too much hair. Looked like she looked like she had hair growing out of her chest like me. Look, she had, I don't know, she was definitely a wildebeest. But I was just like, listen, man, my friend's getting it on with your friend. She goes, I could hear that. I'm like, maybe we could get it on. And she's like, look, I don't fool around with people I don't know. And I'm like, you think you could just make an exception this one time? Just make an exception one time, but I don't want to be the only one here not get action. Anyway, she did agree. It was probably for the best. She was more hairier than me. So the next morning, right, I wake up and I see the guy Cash comes out with like a friggin' shotgun. Okay. I'm like, wait, Dad, he must have heard my friend John, banging like, his daughter or something. I'm like, wait, Dad. So I run into the room with John because I saw him with the shotgun. And my friend was, had no clothes on. The girl had no clothes on. I'm like, John, we got to get the F out of here like ASAP, man. We got to get out now. And he was like, no, I don't understand what you're talking. I'm like, bro, Cash has got a shotgun. Bro, he must have heard you making noise. He jumps out of bed. He gets dressed really quick. Cash comes, kicks the door in. I mean, not breaks the door, but you could hear like he forcefully pushed the door open. And he had the shotgun. I'm like, that's it. We're dead. It's over. And Cash goes, after you finish getting dressed, honey. He was talking to his daughter. Like he saw the daughter was like naked. He saw my friend's friggin' schlong and balls are out. After you get finished being dressed, John and Richie, you come along with me. And I'm like, shit, he's gonna take us to the woods. He's gonna friggin' blow our brains out or something. We're going fishing. And I'm like, oh, So he started telling me, it's really amazing out in Maine that, because I asked him, I'm like, what do you do? Like, what do you do out here for work? We fish for tuna. So I said to him, I'm like, okay, well, what do you do that every day? You don't understand. You catch one tuna, you're set for like 6 months for they pay me $30,000 for a big tuna. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, I get paid $30,000 for tuna. I mean, I don't know how, if it's one tuna, two tunas, three tunas, I don't know, but tuna, you get big money. You get big money for tuna. He says shit hard to catch. That tuna don't play around. That tuna don't play no games. But anyway, end of the long story. Me and my friend survived, as you can see. And what an experience. I'm just thinking about Cash because that's how Lou's going to look with GTII. Not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer.